But yeah, you can see right there how really little choice I have but to stop at that point. And as it is, I mean, it stays in there. I just can't do any more, or I am going to break this. And I don't wanna. I mean, it's already, I mean, now I think, even with the light off, and even with this not having a macro lens on it yet, I think any of you can see that it's darkened right there on the inside of her hand. And man, I'm surprised I didn't break through. It's just unfortunate, because if it was just made a little bit bigger, it would be totally fine. I don't want to cut too much off again, just a little bit. That might have been too little, actually. Okay. Nope, no, it's still not all the way down. I also got to cut this rather carefully too, because if I cut it in such a way that the edges are flanging outwards, those flanges can actually break through the part that's already compromised a little bit there. Yeah, okay, that's excellent. That's exactly it. It's done now. Cool. And you know, it actually has to still has some swivel. Fucking killer. Fucking awesome. That's weird. I just noticed that. These have a notch right here. Almost like these things are supposed to match up with a notch, but there is no notch. I guess it's just an image of a notch there. It's kind of like the legs deal, where you have an extra gap there between the joint and the foot or the hand. Oops. Oh yeah, sweet mama, that's awesome. Yep, that's as good as that is getting. Is that the right joint? Yeah, I guess it is. That is the smallest one, I believe. Yep. So that is shaping up very nicely. I are impressed. Yeah, I am going to definitely check into hobby base joints and see if they have different colors that I can get. Because, I mean, the black's nice, I guess, but I would like it just a little bit more uniform. See, look at his hand. I mean, it's like there is a little bit of a gap there on this side, but hardly any on this side, and that's fine. You know, it is a resin kit, and the fact that it's such an action figure as it is just amazing to me, because it didn't used to be this way with resin kits at all. So, you know, well enough alone, that kind of thing. Oh, God, give me strength. Okay. Here I have two hand options. Which one do I want? I mean, I'm just going to do one of them. I guess I'll do this one. Oh, for fuck's sakes, this is almost as bad as the other one. Oh, my God, what torturous bullshit. They're just so tiny. You know what? I wonder, you know, since this is essentially a bootleg of a Dibody Polynian girl, I wonder if the hands are direct rip-offs of them as well. You know what? I can find out. Yeah, I'm thinking these might be direct hand ports. Quit fingering yourself. God, nasty bitch. Let's see. No, they're different. In fact, you know, the modeler actually did increase the size. You can see that. I mean, the Polynian hand is actually smaller. That's about the same, though, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, it looks like an original sculpt on the hands as well. The fingers are segmented and stuff. I'll get back to this chick later in another video. Polynian Clover, I think her name is. Okay. Must I, must I, must I? Yes, I must. I'll probably do it at a little bit of an angle. Oh my god, this is terrible. Yeah. You see that? I've only gone in just a little bit, and you can already see on her palm a little impression. Well, not an impression. You can see a discoloration where underneath is just blackness. Man, there is no clearance in these fucks. So this is strictly just a hand job from here on in. No pun intended. Always intended. Man, crazy. Not even close. And, you know, unlike the other part, I really, really don't want to run the drill in there again. Like even more than the other one. I don't want to run the drill in this one. I think in the future, whenever I do get to this other hand of hers, the optional closed fist, I'll probably put a really small drill bit on that and just dedicate every ounce of my fucking brain power to it, to doing it right. Yeah. Yeah. I am so not gonna play that shit. I have so little faith in myself in getting that right a second time in one sitting. It's kind of like when you're playing video games and you're stuck on the same fucking thing over and over and over and over. And then it's like, you go and you make a fucking sandwich, or you fall asleep for a little bit and you come back and you're like, oh my god, I just blew it away somehow for no fucking reason, really easy, you know. Modeling is exactly the fucking same. That's why I came home from work today and popped a hole in her leg. Because, you know, it's all about being in that mindset, in that zone of building, in that zone of creativity where your mind's like working overtime. See, I'm not even worried that I'll put the drill bit in here, you know, on the power drill. I'm not worried that I'll put it in the hole and make contact with the thin part, because I don't even need to. All I need is the powder from whatever I'm grinding hitting it enough, or even the heat of the drill bit doing its job down there to warp it. As it is now, it's visible, but it's smooth. It's completely smooth, and that's nice. But you know, oh my god. But yeah, shit, motherfucker. I'll probably break this video into 2 parts, possibly even 3. You know, for those slow days when I'm just trying to keep a number of videos up, because I know this is running really late. I'll probably be doing this for another 2 days or so. Yeah, maybe not that much, but... And I haven't gotten to her head yet. I was taking a look at her head pieces before and shit. I mean, they're not like delicate shit like this, but they're tiny pieces that need to be made flush so they look pretty. Boy, this piece is really being a cunt. I wonder. Yeah, I'm getting that idea again to whittle these down instead of the hand itself. But then again, I run a risk there. Because when you're trying to reduce the width of a peg like this, it's not like you're peeling an apple and just going like, wee, and going around and it's perfectly circular. You know, you have to go like here, 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 here. And what you get is like a hexagonal type shape somewhat. And that will not fly here. I need something perfectly circular. Or that will, you know, upon one of the turns, break through, possibly. And we're not having that. No, the fuck we are not. See, it might look like it's broken through, but it's not. But, you know, tempt fate, and it will. And yeah, right there, I'm not going any further with that shit. Fuck. It's amazing I went that far as is. It's really taking me long to make any headway with this. That's because I only drilled a little bit before getting scared. You know, do I dare? Or maybe. Oh man, I felt that one. Or did I? Or was it all in my head? Huh. Maybe I didn't. Interesting. Must have been my instinct saying stop. Okay, that's actually going in now. How deep is that exactly? Not very deep at all, but then again, neither is the hand itself. Okay, tiny joint time. And no, I don't mean weed. Although I imagine that's probably a nice thing. I would not know. It's time for me to hit a tiny joint. Look at this, more hair. Fuck. Using my fingernail to make it a little bit more rounded on that edge. Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I want. Yeah, baby, that's what I want right there, like that. Yeah, shit. Yep, perfect. Okay, cool. Cool. Exactly as wanted. Oh wait, that's for the neck, I think. Yes. She's got a little collar. Well, I'll get to that. Yeah, the power of the human fingernail is incredible. Oddly, it works. I can't even see it. Yeah, there's none there. What am I looking for? Sweet ass. That's awesome. It's so nice having resin that doesn't crack on contact with harsh movement like this. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I need another small joint, don't I? Wow. Yeah, I guess these things really go through the small joints. Ooh. Well, only because I have ruined one joint do I need to go into the fourth included packet of bootleg hobby joints, hobby-based joints. That's okay. They're there, and I got them, and everything's happy. Yeah, like I mentioned in the other video, the guy that makes these, Dimension Diver, he had also done two others like this. One was a female version of one of the bad guys' mecha, maybe Viral, I can't remember, from the anime Gurren Lagann, Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. And he also had a mecha of the one female character in there called Yoko, which I don't recall either of them looking as he designed them, so it's probably also from his mind, just as this one is. You know, I mean, he's you know, using established characters that are copyrighted and stuff, but at the same time, he's also turned this one into a kitty girl. And the other ones, I'm not even sure if they had mecha that looked like that, or even mecha period. Like, I don't remember Yoko having a mecha. Then again, that was, wow, very long ago I'd watched that anime. And as for anything else, I don't think there was. I think it was just kitty girl Aphrodite A, Yoko from Gurren Lagann, and whatever that other mecha from Gurren Lagann was. Okay, so the hands are pretty much done here. Yeah. And they will be glued up into here. So, let's see. This is her collar that goes around her neck. Because, you know, that's what collars do. Duh. You know what I should have done and I didn't do? See how I just cut off the sprue mark? The piece of flashing that was there? I should have kept it on. I should have rounded it off, and then I should have drilled a teensy hole in it, and then I should have put a little tiny metal chain in there so she could have a little chain hanging down between her boobs. Damn, I didn't think of it before I did it. I mean, you know, it's not what the intended model looks like, but it would look cool. Oh well. Worst comes to worst, I mean, I could use anything to recreate that. I mean, it doesn't have to be this. I mean, this is very basic. I mean, it is sculpted, yes, but at the same time, you know, it's your toy now. Once you buy it, once you build it, you can do whatever the fuck you want with it, can't you? A fact that many people who buy toys just don't think. They act like they're curators of a museum at the end of the earth. I'm the last toy curator left on the planet. It must look exactly as packaged. No, it doesn't. It's not like you're putting your kid through college with this shit. It's just a fun thing to play with. Make it your own. Okay, one is rounded, one's not. I'm guessing the rounded one is for the bottom, yes. How does it fit? I guess like this. Yes. And I'm guessing that would be another small part at her neck. Yes, it would. Wow. Wait a minute. Did I? No. Okay, good. Wait. Oh, shit. Am I out? Oh, no. Did I run out? Oh, that would be bad. Tell me I didn't run out. Oh, okay. No. There is one left. Man. I thought I ran out. I mean, it wouldn't have been too bad. I'm sure I got some others sitting around somewhere, but I just don't feel like dealing with that. I'm trying to make a fucking video here, for fuck's sakes. I would love to find a seller that sells just these bootleg hobby-based joints. That would be great. I mean, I like the Revoltech ones too, but these ones are just like so simple and quick and everything, and the other ones have a thicker peg on them, so they're not as versatile. Let's see, I think I already fit that piece up there, yes, I believe. Yes, okay, goes right in, no problem. Okay, let me see if first let me see if this camera has any battery left on it. Oh yeah, plenty. Okay, so this is the bottom of her head. The eyes go in there, the faceplate goes there, the dome goes there, and the kitty ears go there. For the moment, I'm just going to devote myself to getting the primary hole through the center. Reason being, the eyes for this are actually white resin, and they are tiny. And they will get lost in this pile of fluff. So, yeah. First things first. Let's just get the fucking hole in. Yeah, I'll go in through the bottom. Ow! No, I gotta stop doing that. I'm not even hurting myself. Fluff everywhere. Yeah, what the fuck was that? Did you see that, man? I could have scratched this thing up horribly doing that. Oh, fuck you too, buddy. Shit. I need to calm the fuck down. Yeah, see that? And that's what happens. You get a little bit impatient or whatnot, and I actually did go and put a little mark there. I can sand it down and buff it, and it'll look perfectly fine again, but, you know, for the most part, I'm now pissed off. Fuck, I fucked up. You know, but it happens. I mean, just the fact I've come this far on it and have had hardly any problems. I mean, you know, the hands were iffy, but not by any fault of mine. And the back of the leg thing was my fault, but, you know, it's still fixable and out of the way. And like I said, this can be quickly buffed out. But man, it's like shit. It's like this has gone really well, and I'm really kind of happy with that. Jesus Christ, buddy. What I should have done is just gone and made a hole through the bottom and then gone through the top and done all the fitting, because on the bottom, well, like you saw, it's easy to fucking screw up, and on the top, it's not, because all this is being covered by a dome, so it really doesn't matter at that point. Okay, that's good. Perfect. Okay, so let's see how that goes. I wonder if that's the right size joint. Yeah, it is. That's what it said. Okay, so yeah, there'll be a visor and eyeballs there. And I can say right now, I'm not doing the visor and the eyeballs on this surface. Fuck no. Yeah, for the most part, these parts are excellent and everything. I did notice the dome part, it's not as good a piece as the other pieces are. It's pretty darn good, but I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I can. It's like this model doesn't have any external air bubbles, but right here on the inside of the plastic, of the resin, I can see air bubbles just under the surface. So looking at it head on, I can see boop, boop, two little bumps there. I mean, they're not bumps, they're smooth, but they exist, and I can see them in this normal light here. Let's see if this powerful ass light will not blind everybody. Yeah, maybe you can see it now. Right here, where the edge of my thumbnail is, there's two little dots there, and they're visible to me. Which, you know, merely makes me wish to maybe paint it a different color. I've seen this character, you know, illustrated before, and I've seen it where her dome is like blue colored, you know, because there's usually a pilot sitting inside there and stuff like that. But as it is, I mean, it doesn't really need to be. It's just, you know, it would be nice also to cover up that one little blemish there. This almost fits on perfectly, but not quite. What's holding it back? Maybe the hole I made actually is just a little bit off. Instead of messing with the hole again, I will probably, let's see, which way is it going? Okay. Yeah, let me just shave a little bit of this off. Just a little bit of the front of that peg. Being very careful not to actually snap the peg off. It is still resin, and I must not forget that. Closer. One impatient thing I like to do is when something doesn't fit, I'll put glue there, and then I'll be like, and hold it tight, and then as soon as I let go, it's like, nope, fuck you. I'm not going to do that in this case, though. I wonder what, maybe it's the back that's holding it? No, I think it's the front. That is really soft resin, but it's not bad soft resin. Yeah, that part's not too flush, but it's not terrible. I can fix it later. And at a later point in time, because I've been doing this for a while now. So yeah, she's coming along just nice. I've already gotten through all the rough, scary parts, and that's all I need to know. I've been pleasantly surprised by this. It's been wonderful. Let's see, what other parts do I have not done yet? I could probably do this one before I quit for the moment. I almost feel like replacing this with some other thing, like maybe a bendy piece of something. I just realized what a tiny, tiny hole that is. That's way smaller than the drill bit I've been using. Yeah, that is way smaller than the drill bit I've been using. Yeah, okay, so that will be for another time. For the most part, this is through the woods of scary stuff. And I'm repeating myself now, aren't I? Big giant milk bags, holy shit. But yeah. Okay. That's enough for now. Sweet. The quality of this is impressive. Duh. I'm putting the boobs on here. I'm not really putting them on yet, though. I was just merely putting this back piece here onto the boobs, the red part to the red part. And it's amazing. All I did was I put a dot of super glue here and a dot of super glue here on this part, and I attached the boobs. And what's so amazing to me is how well thought out this figure is. It's like in the same way that the two hip joints go diagonally up past the bikini part and into here, locking this piece in place. That's not even glued in, but it's there to stay. It's like, just like that one has been so well thought out, so has this. I mean, I don't have the ball joint in there. I thought the ball joint was keeping it from exiting. It's not. It's actually like so well fitted that the little pinpoints that go up from the breast into the chest there are holding this on. In fact, I wonder if I can actually separate this, because I was actually thinking of repainting this into a different color, and I would need to be able to remove the boobs, obviously. So I'm going to give that a try right now by holding the camera in my mouth. Okay, I was able to get it out, thank goodness. But, man, I mean, it's funny. I mean, it's just so well fit that it had no problem getting locked in there. Amazing, amazing work. And since I am going to probably be repainting this, here's what the head looks like without the kitty ears and without the dome on top. Those eyes are actually separate white pieces, but you know, I don't want to glue that together, because if I am repainting it, that would be a problem. Oh man, look at that nasty nick I put in that helmet there. How unfortunate, you know, but I can buff that out. Anyway, yeah, I was thinking the yellow should be black, the red should be metallic dark purple, and the eyes and the dome on top should be neon green. And what that would do is, I mean, picture it. You would have, you know, metallic purple feet and cuffs and such, metallic purple bikini, and all the flesh, all the yellow, that would be black, which would match the joints as well. So it would be a pretty damn kick-ass look, would it not? I mean, that would be very kick-ass. And I mean, you know, why the hell not? See, the eyes just popped out. The eyes are such small little pieces, but they're well made. Yeah, I'm just impressed with this still. Yeah, I think this will be the last video I make on this until it's completed. I gotta say, if there's one thing that I could complain about on this model, and it's a really shitty thing to complain about, honestly. It's actually a rude thing to complain about, honestly. She is with the kitty ear. Like I said, I wish to repaint this. And I'm sure that the person, well, Dimension Diver, who sculpted this, had planned that people would just build it as it is. I mean, that's for an obvious reason, that everything's already cast in that color. You know, which is Aphrodite A's original color. But, you know, being such a different departure from her, turning her into a kitty girl and all that jazz. Well, anyway, what I'm saying is it's kind of unfortunate that this is all I get. I mean, it's really cool that he has so meticulously, you know, made all the parts as they are, as you need them to be. But I don't have really much to play with if I want to test different paints out, you know, to see how many coats it takes, to see, like, you know, well, yeah, pretty much that. See how many coats something will take before it looks good. Although, now that I'm looking at it, I think I see an area where I can, which would be, man, those eyes just pop right out, don't they? Probably underneath here. Yeah, that would work. Okay, it looks like I do have an area. I can mess with this on top, you know, and I can mess with this on the bottom, and I can get an approximation of what I'm looking at. The yellow, not so lucky, but I'll probably be able to just, you know, pop out the midsection and mess with that to test colors out. Or even behind the leg here, behind the ass cheek yellow part here. But yeah, like I said, until this is completely done in whatever color, you might not see it again. So this is the last video of the build. Yeah. Like and subscribe, all that jazz.